Hey Tuners, we have a very special guest joining us today. He's one of the hardest working voice actors out there. For more than 3 decades, he's portrayed some of our favorite Looney Tunes characters, including Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and of course, Elmer J. Fudd. Say hello to Jeff Bergman, everyone.
Hey, Jeff, what's up? Or I should say, hey, Elmer.
Oh, be very, very quiet because I'm hunting rabbits.
Jeff, so good to see you, my friend. Now, you inherited many iconic roles following the death of Mel Blanc in 1989. But what was it like taking over for the man of 1,000 voices?
Well, I'll tell you what, it was exciting and overwhelming all at the same time. Because let's face it, Mel Blanc really is the godfather of voiceover animation. He's the guy.
So Jeff, how do you go about honoring the performances of Blanc and the other original Elmer voice, Arthur Q. Bryan, while still bringing your own touch to it? How do you do that?
It really is a very tall task, but I think I try to keep maybe a few things in mind. One, the love of the characters that I have from my childhood, and try to do what I can to honor the characters. And so there's a lot of craftsmanship that comes about in trying to recreate the voice. And we have so much material to reference over so many years.
You've provided the voice for not only Elmer, but Daffy and Bugs and so many other characters over the years. Is it hard to do the voice of more than one character in a single cartoon?
That's a great question, Bill. It very much like what Mel Blanc would do. Like when he did, say, Rabbit Season, Duck Season, he would record all of Bugs' lines, and then all of Daffy's lines, and then all of, if it was Sylvester or Foghorn. So, for example, when I did Box Office Bunny, which was the very first cartoon short that I had done 35 years ago, I recorded all of Bugs' lines first, then all of Daffy's lines, and then all of Elmer's lines. So we did them separately. So it makes it a little bit easier so you can stay in character.
In your opinion, Jeff, how has Elmer changed over time?
I think Elmer's really changed over time quite a bit because the writing is different. When you think about, some of the early cartoons in the early 40s, he looked so different. He was very chubby, he was so cute, and he was very sweet and adorable, and he sang a lot in a lot of those early cartoons. And then, as we got into like the later 40s and the 50s, he became really Bugs Bunny's adversary. And so we saw the grittier, tougher side of Elmer. Now, in recent times, there's almost more an aggressive quality. I'll get you, Rabbit, if it's the last thing I do. And so we don't necessarily see as much the softer, more vulnerable side. But he's still very gullible. So it's still the same Elmer Fudd. But I think we see a little bit more of his courage.
Hey, Jeff, have you ever found yourself slipping into Elmer's voice? Or any Looney Tunes character for that matter. Just kind of like an everyday conversation.
Oh, yes, I always slip into Elmer Fudd, because I always tell people to be very, very quiet because I'm hunting rabbits. I'll get that wascally rabbit if it's the last thing I do. Of course, I don't do that when I'm talking with my wife, because that could get me into a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
How do strangers react, Jeff, when they find out that you are the voice behind their favorite cartoon characters?
Oh, well, it's so funny because when you do any of the cartoon voices for kids, their first look is like, no, it's not that. No, you don't look anything like that character, because children are so literal. If you don't look like Elmer Fudd or whoever, Bugs Bunny, whoever you're doing, they're going to shake their head no. They're not going to go there with you. So it's really funny to see their first reaction.
What are some of your favorite Golden Age Elmer cartoons?
Wow, there's so many that I love. I mean, certainly A Wild Hare, What's Opera Doc, Wacky Wabbit, Candid Camera. I mean, there's so many. I like a lot of the ones from the early 40s because we see the development, we see who Elmer really is. Then, of course, I like Rabbit Season, Duck Season too, so there's so many.
Is there one classic cartoon, Jeff, in particular, that's really inspired your portrayal of Elmer Fudd?
More than anything, the one that I referenced probably would be A Wild Hare. You really see the vulnerable side to him, that he's really sweet. And when Bugs Bunny pretends, that he's dead, and Elmer thinks he's killed the rabbit, he's all upset. And I just love it when he goes, I killed the rabbit. I killed the rabbit.
Jeff, anything else Elmer Fudd has to say before he goes?
Well, I'll tell you this much, Toonie. I'm still looking to catch that wascally rabbit if it's the last thing I do.
and I'm gonna be looking to get him in November and December. And I don't care if he's in disguise. He's not gonna fool me.
That's sweet. This has been awesome. Hey, Jeff, thanks so much for stopping by.
Oh, thank you for having me, Toonie. Thank you, Bill. Thanks, everybody.